This week, we want to share the progress of our new external garage at the back edge of our property. Originally, we had a 1.5 car garage in the basement space below the living level. It had a manual, unfashionable 1970s door that allowed for a long runway space. We had our Jeep and a 1966 Mustang in it, and a disassembled boat wedged in the back of that. But since we're turning that space into a living space, we needed to build a 1-car garage with a long driveway down the side. This new garage will house the Mustang, but it will also have a compact machine shop space to the side for our abundance of woodworking tools, machines, and materials, and maybe another boat, but a small one. After we finished the back fence, we had pulled the trigger for our contractor to fast-track this garage. We currently have a lot of our stuff in 2 rented lockers. One is just windows, so having this space finished faster means we can move out of those lockers and save some monthly bills. First was the framing, finally rounding out all those walls, then the sheathing for the sides. The trusses for the roof were next. After the trusses were up, plywood was installed, rough electrical was laid in, and the structure was inspected by the city. Passing inspection, the roof was a go. With that on, the next steps will be waterproofing, siding, downspouts, and doors. Hopefully we'll get to show off even more progress here soon.
It's hard to show some of the other processes underway right now. We're deep into researching, obsessing over interior design choices. As a phase of rough plumbing and electrical rolls up, we need to have a lot of our fixtures chosen so they can be roughed in accordingly. This has forced us to really think about each room and the respective designs. We've scoured Pinterest, compiled idea boards, had hours of conversations, and deep diving in various manufacturers' websites to compile a list of fixtures that are simultaneously functional and aesthetically relevant. We want to honor the house with choices that make sense, but are also comfortable. As we finalize some of these, we'll be sharing them with you if we can agree on colors.
Back in the main structure, they've progressed further with window framing. But you may have noticed a big change, or rather, something missing. We've made a big decision that benefits the longevity of the house. We're removing all of the original siding on the first level, up to the bottom of the second-story windows. This siding is in really good shape and will be reused. Taking it off now gives us a lot of benefits. Firstly, the windows can be installed without making extra wide cuts in the existing siding to sneak in the flashing and waterproofing necessary. Secondly, we can add sheer plywood to the entirety of the first level, adding structural security to the house. Lastly, and maybe even more importantly, this gives us the opportunity to cleanly apply waterproofing to this new plywood skin. No more leaks. And as it turns out, there was one leak in the house. The subfloor in the front of the house has some water damage that snuck in under our rectangular gingerbreading under the parlor windows. But for 100 years old, it's not bad, really. And now it'll even be better.